Today we're going to take a tour around some fancy new cars, and right behind me there's one called the Lynk Co 900. So what is this, Mark? What is this all about? Do you know that?
Yeah, so this is Lynk &Co's biggest car yet. It's the most premium SUV. It's a 6-seater.
Have a try?
Yeah, let's go and take a look.
Yeah.
It's got some really interesting innovations, this car. So the first one you'll notice is probably these LED lights in the front. This is a little grille with about 10,000 LEDs in there. Yeah. You can customize that, do different fun graphics. You can put writing on there as well.
Yeah, yesterday you told me what we can put on that.
Yeah, you can put writing on. You can. I mean, there's like all kinds of different things. You can put them all in the system.
Yeah, like follow CGT.
That was it. Yeah, follow CGT and follow inside channel. And you can animate it so it will move across the front there. And of course, this one is carrying Lynk & Co's new design language. So this is the H-shaped daytime running lamps. They're very distinctive on Lynk & Co's. Yeah. But really, the best part about this car is the inside. Yeah. So there's a lot of amazing tech going on inside that you might not expect to see.
Shall we go from this side?
Let's go and have a look, yeah.
So just give a brief introduction of Lynk & Co. This is a brand that I think is basically suitable for younger generations, right? And it belongs to the GD Auto group.
That's right, yeah. So Lynk & Co is more of a hybrid brand than electric, but they do have 2 electric cars now.
Yeah, I think it has a brother called Zeekr that we're going to go to Zeekr next.
That's right, yeah. I mean, they've got some interesting cars. You'll see some of the shared design language on both of these. So some of the Zeekrs, they actually were born out of Lynk & Co. Lynk & Co was first. Yeah. And now, of course, they've got kind of a modern... They're designed in Scandinavia, in Sweden, so there's a team of like 30 different nationalities.
And right now, the two is combining, right?
Absolutely, yeah. So you get a lot of kind of really European design on this.
Well, this is really cool, because our cameraman can get a closer look of the chair inside. Yeah. You barely see any chair like this in a car, right?
Yeah, this is where it all gets really interesting, because we've seen on the Zeekr Mix, which we might see later, the front seats can spin around, but we've never seen the second row seats that can spin around. This is all electric. So there are 2 ways you can point it outwards.
I can't wait to have a try.
Yeah, sit down. Yeah. This seat obviously comes with heating, ventilation and massage as well, and an armrest. Well, the real benefit of this is that if you're putting your child into a child seat, you're not struggling to squeeze them in. You can easily present them into the child seat as they face outwards.
Yeah, I feel the massage on my back right now. And how do I make a turn? How do I spin around?
So there are buttons here on the pillow, and if I press, you want to face backwards or forwards?
I think backward.
Backwards, okay. So if I hold down this one, the seat will start to spin. Just beware of your legs. So this front seat will slide forwards, and then the seat will start to move.
Wait, does it start? No.
Sometimes it takes a moment. I think I have to put it for 3 seconds. There we go.
Wait, where are you going?
Oh, you're going the front way now, okay. So he's going to face you forwards instead.
Okay.
Press a different button.
Oh, so it's not just directly turn around, it's kind of like one by one, step by step?
That's right, yeah. It has to adjust to make sure it still fits in the space.
Okay.
There you go. So you see, I mean, you're quite a tall guy. You've got a lot of space there.
Yeah.
There's another version of this car that doesn't come with the rotating seats, but you get zero gravity seats. Yeah. So you can lay back and feel very, very comfortable with your legs at the same height as your head.
You mentioned about the zero gravity seat. I think a lot of Chinese automakers have make the seat zero gravity seat inside their interior design. So that is just like the intelligence system that makes it only also for affordable cars, right?
Yeah. That's it, yes. I mean, zero gravity seats have become very popular in Chinese cars. I think people like to spend a bit more time in their car here in China than they do in other markets.
Yeah, so before this kind of fancy idea is just idea, but right now you see this kind of things almost in every car.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, new cars.
That's it, yeah. The new cars, I mean, they're so full of technology now and really cool features. The ambient lighting is quite nice in here too. You can see the light around the speakers. But one interesting thing, if we put down the screen at the top, I think you can talk to the car, but I'll do it on the screen here. Yeah. I'll slide in and press this button here. Now this is an absolutely amazing thing about this car. Look up here.
Oh wait, is that a screen?
This is a screen. So this is a 30-inch 6K screen. And the amazing thing about this is
I think you can go this side, you can go to the back, and then our viewers can see there's a huge screen right here. You can watch a movie.
Yeah, and the really cool thing is you can split this in half, and because you've got speakers in your headrest, 31 speakers in this car, you can actually, I can listen to a different thing from you.
So you listen to your movie, I listen to my music.
Exactly, yeah. And you can also do it with headphones if you want to as well. So put different.
So you won't hear mine.
I won't hear yours out of your speaker
because the speaker is inside the
exactly,
seat,
yeah.
the pillow right here.
That's right, yeah.
Oh, cool.
So that's really, really funky, and it's obviously 6K, so it's.
Can you show how to split the screen?
I'm not 100% certain how to split it. Maybe the Lynk Co guys.
It's just like a pad. It's more like the system on your phone.
Yeah. Now this one also comes, by the way, with gesture controls. So you can do some gesture controls.
Gesture control.
You don't
like
even have to touch the screen. Yeah.
Yeah, like swipe.
Yeah. So I'm not entirely sure how to split it. If I can.
Well, you know,
this one. The split screen.
Right now, if you buy a car, you have to learn a lot of things. You have to see how many screens right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're gonna learn how to use the system, just like you got your new phone, and you start to learn how to use your phone.
That's it. There's a lot of different features, and of course, this car comes with an AI assistant as well, so you can talk to the car and do a lot of things simply by talking to the car at the same time. So you know, that's really cool that you can kind of just watch movies on there. I don't want to click it because it's too loud. Oh, there you go, gesture control here. It tells you what you need to do. So that you can change your...
Well, this is hard.
I think it's like this.
No, I don't want to make my gesture wrong.
I'm not sure if the camera's actually open. But yeah, you can use gesture control to pause the movie and stuff. I said you can watch it on 2 different sides as well. I'll just pause it there. But yeah, so that's one thing. And of course, in the front, there's another 30-inch 6K screens. There are 2 in this car, one for the front and one for the back.
This is really cool. You know how much is this car?
It starts at 330,000 RMB, which
is basically
pounds about 34,000 pounds, something like that. In dollars, maybe
50,
$45,000, something
45,
like that.
50. Yeah.
Which is amazing because you get obviously a lot of leather, you get lovely fabrics in the seats, you get the screen down there, you get a fridge as well. So there's a fridge down here, which opens there. So you can have cold drinks, you can make that, you put ice cream in there, it goes to -6. Goes to +50, so you can put warm food in there at the same time.
Oh, it's all on the screen.
So it's all on the screens. Yeah. So if we go into this one here, you can change it to heat.
Oh, okay. So if you get some warm drink,
that's it. Yeah.
The color changed, so you know that's warm.
So in winter, it's really nice to have that, and in summer, it's great if your kids want ice creams, for example.
Yeah.
It's a really cool feature to have in the back of the car, and you get tray tables as well, so you can do work in the back, or you can play games or coloring in.
So really like
the kids want to do.
Yeah, it's really like the first cabin.
That's it. Yeah. Now, I'll climb out and I'll make this seat face backwards because we'll continue what we were going to show earlier.
All right.
One of the interesting things is when the seat spins, this screen also slides further backwards. So it's smart. It makes sure it doesn't hit the seats.
I see.
Which is really funky. So I'll press the button.
It's really intelligent.
And I'll open the rear seat. You can press the same on your side and make your seat also spin around.
What do you mean?
Just on the side here.
Oh, on the side?
Yeah, the bottom button. Hold it down for 3 seconds. Mine will go first and then yours will come second.
There
we go. So you can see what's happening now.
Okay.
My seat's starting to do a full 180-degree rotation. Just has to maneuver itself a little bit so it fits in the car.
Wow, look at this.
And this is really cool because now you can kind of socialize with your family facing backwards.
Yeah, this is more useful than it just turn like 90 degrees because you don't have to spend like 10 seconds to wait it spin around like 90 degrees and you get out of the car.
Yeah. And the fun thing is you can face backwards when the car's driving too. So you can move it closer so the driver can still sit there properly, and you can face backwards while you're driving too if you want to.
If you want to have a meeting inside.
Yeah. So it gives you loads of space there in the back. You also get a 220-volt socket, so you can plug a PlayStation in or a Nintendo Switch, for example, play that on the screen, so also play video games as well.
This is not just a car, this is a home.
It is a home, exactly, yeah. This is what a lot of the Chinese cars are now. They're really extensions of your home space.
Yeah.
People really enjoy going out into nature. And
look at that, look at that. Another seat is turning around.
There goes the other one. I mean, you could have business meetings in here.
Yeah.
It'd be quite cool.
And your driver have to be out.
At the moment, You can slide it forward so that you can drive at the same time, but
you leave the space for the rest of the car.
Yeah. Well, there you go, look at that. And these rear seats get heating as well, and massage functions as well. So everybody in the car really gets treated very nicely in this one. Of course, you get big panoramic windows, let a lot of light in. So these are some of the trends that are coming out of the Chinese cars.
This is really, I think this used to be, when Chinese cars are still cheap low quality like
Yeah.
15, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
This kind of things you can't imagine especially for Chinese domestic brand. This is impossible.
Yeah.
But
nobody would have imagined this.
Yeah,
15 years ago, as you said.
for foreign brands, like you used to work for Mercedes,
That's right, yeah.
You used to work for those traditional Western brands.
Yeah.
And they sell their cars in China. I mean, they do have very good quality, but
Yeah.
the price is also up. It's
Yeah,
also
exactly,
high,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But in the EV era, when the Chinese competition in the EV is pretty strong, pretty fierce, so it makes the whole industry, the prices of the car more affordable.
Yeah.
And you see how many functions in the car.
Yeah.
And it's just like 300,000 RMB, right?
Yeah.
That you mentioned.
Which is ridiculous. It's so
Yeah.
much car for the money, as you said, compared to the international brands, and they build their cars here too.
Yeah.
They're just so much value, and the competition that you get from more than 60 different car brands,
Yeah.
all fighting for their space in the market. Yes, it's the world's biggest car market, 24 million cars roughly getting sold every year.
yeah, right now
But still, they've got to fight for their space.
You can see that there's a lot of foreign brands in the Shanghai Auto Show either.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, Volkswagen, BMW, Volkswagen is pretty big. It's I think one of the first company coming into Chinese auto market back in 1980s. Remember the Santana?
Yeah.
So they're still here. They're
Yeah.
still in the market, and they try to keep up. They try to catch up with the game.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah. So that's why they cooperated with a lot of domestic players or suppliers like Volkswagen and XPeng to advance the autonomous driving and intelligent cars. So I think this the competition inside the Chinese car market. Some say it's a little bit overcrowded, but of course it helps the whole industry to give better products.
It does,
to customers.
Yeah, if you're shutting brands out of your market, you're reducing your competition. And obviously, China, they invited Tesla into their market. Tesla were shaking up the whole industry.
Yeah.
And you see, since they came in, it's really all changed. EVs have gone through the roof. There's good support from the government to get new energy vehicles going. Great charging network here in China.
Yeah, Tesla is the fully invested foreign car maker in China. After that, there's no barrier for foreign car makers to the Chinese market. They can just build back here with control.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Start from Tesla.
Yeah.
And any models here that you?
Yeah, I really like the Z10. I think we can check this one out. This is a very sleek, large saloon or hatchback. This one, I believe, is one of the cars that they're going to be going to Europe very soon. So as I said,
is that a sports car?
It looks like a sports car. That's how amazing it is. This one looks a lot like the next day concept that Lynk Co had, so they borrowed a lot of the design cues from that. But this one is fully electric, so most of the range are hybrids.
Hybrids.
Yeah. But this one and the Z20 over there, they're both fully electric cars. And they offer like incredible value. Really lovely design. They're super big inside. We can have a look inside if you want to. See what the interiors look like.
Yeah, sure. But
is there somebody inside already?
Inside.
Let's have a quick look, So you can see it very much does look and feel like a sports car. You sit very low in the car. And you get all the good functionalities. You get your base cushion extension. Do you feel like a racing car in here?
Yeah, when I get into, I still feel the massage on my back.
Massage function running all day long.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get, this great ambient lighting, which is really nice.
Yeah, but imagine about this if you drive like long distance, 100, 200 kilometers, and you always have a massage hand on your back. It's really nice.
It'll be good for the long journeys. That's good. The screen thinks it's raining outside, which is quite fun.
I would say it's pretty normal for Chinese car makers right now. It's like, it's people expect this. If it's without the screen, without the intelligent system, people say, why don't you have this? Every car has this right now.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, you can get good screens even in like a Wuling Hongguang, the very bottom end of the market. They come with digital screens. They come with reasonable charging for a small car too. So really, all that good technology. This is what used to happen with Mercedes.
Yeah, I'll try to open the trunk. So you just press here, and the trunk is open. I'm trying to close the trunk.
You can also make your spoiler go up and down as well, so you can make the car look more sporty and have better handling.
Oh, right.
Now, some of these cars come with electric doors, and you can open and close those on the screen as well. This one's just got the normal doors in here, I think. But yeah, again, you've got really lovely materials. You get soft stuff all over the dashboard. They feel like really premium cars these days compared to what you would have seen 10 years ago.
Yeah, of course. And I think the rise up, the development of Chinese NEVs also give you an opportunity to have your business like YouTube channel, right?
Absolutely. I mean, I see my role as telling the rest of the world the story from inside China.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of the people in the world don't necessarily believe that China can make good cars. And 10 years ago, maybe that was true. But now, these days, it's totally changed. They've learned a lot from their joint venture partners. Geely, of course, acquired Volvo and Lotus.
And now, right now, they are selling. Of course, Chinese market is big enough, but they're also selling their cars to foreign countries and regions right now, so overseas. As you can see, BYD, Geely.
That's it. Yeah.
So they're selling to South America, Asia, Middle East and Southeast Asia, somewhere like that.
That's it, yeah.
And also some cars are selling to Europe, despite there's some tariffs dispute.
That's it, yeah.
But it's still competitive.
It is still competitive, yeah. As you said, a lot of those brands, BYD, they're going abroad and doing a really good job in Europe. You know, many of these companies are now in more than 80 countries around the world, and getting into markets that are very difficult, like Japan and Korea, for example, where they tend to buy a lot of their local cars.
Local cars, yeah.
But BYD is actually becoming a bestseller in some of those markets. Yeah. So, yeah, the progress continues to move on.
Well, this is really nice. It's nice as a start.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would like this one if this one was to Europe. It looks very sleek.
So shall we go to the next stop? Zeekr, I think.
Let's check out Zeekr, yeah. They brought out a few new models.
It really has an interesting story with Lynk Co, because Zeekr's first model is actually from Lynk Co, and they make it like 001, Zeekr 001, and right now I think it's getting a bit bigger than Lynk Co, the brand, I mean, and also the price is higher than Lynk Co, and I would say maybe the level of the car.
That's it, yeah.
More luxury than Lynk Co, do you think?
I would say, yeah. They intend to be more premium than Lynk Co.
More premium, yeah.
So, I mean, the logos are very similar, so there's definitely a family resemblance.
It's inside Tech Group.
Volvo. Yeah. Now they're under Zeekr.
But they only have the fully electric. They have the hybrid and the fully electric, but Zeekr only have the fully electric, right?
Correct. Until this show, because the 9X is the first hybrid.
Oh, they also have hybrid.
So they've now branched out into hybrid as well, yeah. I mean, EVs have made massive progress in the last few years, and obviously everybody wants them.
Yeah, by the way, I just want to ask, because you mentioned a very interesting point about the hybrid and EVs, because right now in the Shanghai Auto Show, 80% of the new models, I think, are either EVs or hybrids. Yes. I mean, new energy vehicles. Yeah. How many car shows have you attended before? Shanghai and Beijing?
Yeah, I've been to Shanghai twice. I've been to Beijing last year, I think it was, and then Guangzhou. So that was when they started doing the motor shows again. Yeah. And I mean,
because I still remember, in 2020, I was in Beijing Auto Show, and at that time, despite EVs, it's already a big topic in China, but in the auto show, the dominant force is still gasoline powered.
Yes.
Yeah. And the new models may be EVs, but people's eyesight are still on that gasoline powered cars. And then in 2023, I think in Shanghai Auto Show, and I still remember an influencer told me, this is just like an EV show. This is just like an EV show. But at that time, people still discussed about it because it is a thing that people see more EVs. But right now, people just get used to it. 80% of the cars are EVs. Yes, I expect that. I know that.
That's it, yeah. I mean, obviously, I think probably Norway is the most EV market in the world, but given how many cars are being sold in China, we went over, I think, just over 50% or just under 50% new energy vehicles last year, and that's just going to continue to grow.
Yeah,
we're going to be.
That's the first time that it goes up over 50%, right? That means more new cars sold. EVs are more than gasoline power.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, and that's only going to keep growing. Driven by brands like BYD with massive sales. This is quite interesting. Maybe you want to check out the dog and the robot over here.
Quadra robotic dogs.
The dog was doing tricks and standing on two legs then.
Yeah, a month ago I went to this company's headquarters in Hangzhou.
Yeah.
And they make those humanoid robots. If our cameraman can have a look on
check out the Unitree robot over there. It's a lot smaller than you think, actually. I thought these might be much bigger in person. But look at it, it's like a little small man.
Look at this.
Shaking hands with a robot for the first time in my life.
So why they brought this humanoid robot to the booth?
I guess they're trying to show off that this is kind of
to catch the audiences, or
that's it. Yeah, I mean, actually, some of the brands like Xpeng, for example, are starting to make their own robots as well. So obviously this one is Unitree, but Xpeng have got a robot called Iron, and that one they have in their factory.
They got the debut. Yeah, they want this. They want these kind of things, the humanoid robots, to work for them in the factory.
That's right, yeah.
Instead of human laborers.
Yeah, I mean, this is a great way to kind of to solve a few issues, and you can obviously they can work a lot longer. They're hard.
But I think it's still, but to be honest, I think it still has a long way to go because the humanoid robots. If you think, oh, they got to come to our company, they got to come to our factory, home, making food for us, I think there's still a long way to go because right now they just fixed what they're focusing to do is just make the humanoid robots to stand and walk, run steadily.
Absolutely, yeah.
And some other companies are doing the large language model, the multi-models.
Yeah.
I mean the brain of the robots. So they are trying to make the robots more, walk steadily, and other companies are trying to make the robots more brilliant, more smart.
Yeah.
But I mean, it still has a long way to go.
Yeah.
And we are happy to see the progress.
Yeah. I mean, they had the first humanoid robot half marathon last week, I think it was. That was quite funny.
You see a lot of robots falling down, but I think that's a good start. I mean, imagine you still remember 15 or 20 years ago.
Yeah.
The EV. A lot of people just don't look. They don't have a good expectations of the EVs.
Yeah.
You know the Formula E.
Yeah.
Like back in 2014, the first one, and the racers still have to change cars. They have to jump from one car to another car. Yeah, because the battery cannot.
Absolutely, yeah. You can see how far the technology has come.
Yeah.
Actually, here at the motor show.
And right now we have fast charging, we have battery swap, all the kind of things. The battery can go 500 kilometers.
Yeah.
You cannot imagine this many years ago. So I think the marathon you mentioned is a good start.
It is, yeah. You got to start somewhere,
Yeah.
Everything starts from a little seed of an idea.
Yeah.
As you were saying about the battery tech, here at the show, CATL just announced a 12C battery, 1.3 megawatt charging, which is just crazy. I mean, the start of this year, Zeekr, they have a battery called the Golden Brick battery, which was the fastest charging battery in the world at the time. And now CATL are taking that even further. Now this one is the 009 Grand Collector's Edition. So this one's a super fancy version.
This is really luxury.
It's crazy luxury. This one actually has real gold on it. So the logo at the front is made of real gold.
People sitting inside are enjoying themselves like the real boss. This looks just like the model of Rolls Royce.
Exactly, yeah. That's what it's supposed to feel like. And this one rides particularly smoothly. If you look inside, you can see they have a 43-inch screen in the back there. And this one comes with some really custom features. So they have stone from the Himalayas. So every car is unique because the stone pattern is different. And they've got a flower, a special scent from the world's most valuable flower. One that used to be traded for gold in the past because it was so valuable.
You see how many people are willing to try this car, to try to get inside. I don't think we have an opportunity to get inside.
Yeah, there's a lot of interest in this one. This one also has alpaca wool from Peru for the carpet. And the gold stripe on the side, that's handmade. The gold stripe is hand-painted. Takes 16 different layers, 30 hours of work.
I think I know this gentleman. He's the designer of Neo.
I recognized him.
He's visiting Zeekr to see maybe the interior design.
Yeah, I think they may want an MPV in their range soon.
Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, this is super luxurious. If you think about the MPVs in China 5 years ago.
See how big is the screen inside.
Yeah, 43-inch screen in the back. So this is a luxury 4-seater version of the car. Also comes with a champagne fridge, of course.
Is that the flower that you mentioned?
This is the flower, yes. So they used to trade it for gold. It was that valuable.
Look at the flower.
So let's focus on the flower here. Oh my god. So yeah.
And right now you can see the interior design of this car. You can see the inside. Oh wow.
And these are 24-way adjustable rear seats. They have 18-point massage on them.
I think.
Is it published in?
Well, we were just doing a live streaming right now, so we just try to get a chance to get inside. There are too many people. Yeah, you can go first, lady first.
But you can see the Himalayan stone here under the screen.
All right, let's try this.
Genuine, unique stone.
Oh, I see this.
There you go.
Yeah, sure.
So how do you feel?
What do you think about it?
It's great, fantastic. Fantastic. When do you hit the market?
I don't know. I don't work for this.
Sorry?
No, I don't work for this. I don't know.
Ah, okay.
You're trying to buy one?
I try it.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Wow, this is just like sitting in the first cabin of a plane.
So this car's got 36 speakers.
36 speakers. You know how,
Sorry, 30 speakers.
30.
23 are in the back.
Oh, wow. Do you know how much it is?
About 890,000 RMB.
890,000.
About 100,000 pounds and
Wow.
$10,000, something like that.
When do
Yeah.
you guys hit the market?
But this one's already on sale in China.
It's on sale?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
They have a standard 6-seat version over there.
We
and then
gotta-
they have a luxury version. This is the
there's your
special
customer
super
right
luxury.
This gentleman is really interested in this car.
Yes, definitely. So it comes close to the Mercedes Vision V.
Absolutely, yeah. This one's already here, though.
Is this what you mentioned?
Yes.
The button.
Yeah. So you can adjust all your seat. You can
Looks
lie
like
back, can do
diamond.
zero gravity, I think, in the back of these as well.
Oh, wow. I don't know if you can hear the music inside.
Yeah.
That's what the speaker is doing right now. Give you a really good experience inside.
Definitely.
But no, these ones are particularly comfortable. One of the trends in the car industry here is like dual chamber air suspension. Makes this ride super, super soft. Very nice.
The gentleman doesn't want to leave the car.
Let's do some work.
Yeah, he's trying to
the table
try
out.
everything.
Yeah. But yeah, this one comes with like polished wheels, laser edged. This is real gold here.
Yeah, look at this.
3 grams of gold on the logo there.
The real gold.
24 karat gold.
Oh, wow.
So be careful that doesn't go missing.
Yeah, you could have a better protection of this.
Yeah.
And right now you see the LiDAR. Can you? I think for ordinary people, they might not know what the LiDAR on the car. What is the function of the LiDAR on the car? What does it do?
Sure. So LiDAR basically fires out lasers, thousands of lasers at a time, and they sense kind of how far away things are, and they paint a picture inside the system of what's ahead of the car. So they can look at when you're driving down the motorway, for example, high speed. They can see obstacles in the road, and they can prepare the car and warn the car to slow it
for
down
safety
in advance. Yeah.
Because if you just use the cameras, if it's bad weather, if it's humid, the cameras, or even our eyes, can now see what's on the front.
That's it. Yeah.
But
So
the
with fog and rain,
laser,
they can see
it
through.
can catch the distance.
Yeah.
Give you like a 3D models,
Yeah.
and then it knows. Yeah.
This is their other new car, by the way.
Yeah.
This is the 9X.
The thing is, the LiDAR, I think the LiDAR, a couple of years ago, maybe 5 years ago, it used to be super expensive.
Yes. Very.
And yes, that's why you don't really see some LiDARs on a car. But right now you see a lot of car models have the LiDAR. It's because the price of the LiDAR is going up like 99%.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, because I went to several days ago, I went to a company making these LiDARs, and I know how they make the price down because they make their chips themselves. They have the strong production manufacturing.
Yeah.
This is a manufacturing base, Shanghai and the Yangtze River Delta. So they make the LiDARs right here. So that's why they have their own chips.
Yeah.
And they have their engineers, talent people. So that's why the LiDAR is getting cheap and cheap. It's just like the zero gravity seat,
Yeah.
the AI, the intelligence system, and the LiDAR. All of these things are pretty normal right now for Chinese cars.
That's it. Yeah. As you say, I mean, you will see more and more cars every year with these LiDAR units on
With
top
LiDARs.
of them. You see pretty much every car on this stand has got a LiDAR on.
Interesting is Elon Musk does not use the LiDAR.
Still doesn't believe in it, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
Tesla
digging his
just
heels in.
insists to use the cameras only.
Yeah. The truth is, you can do almost everything of an autonomous system without LiDAR. But the manufacturers, they see LiDAR as like an extra airbag.
Yes,
It's that extra
it's like
level
the
of safety.
seatbelt.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, it's like the seatbelt.
Yeah.
It's just to keep yourself to be 100% safe.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
Just gives you that extra bit there.
Yeah. So shall we go to that car or?
Yeah, so we've got
which
here,
model?
we've got 7Xs here. This one came out last year. This one's very affordable. This was about 230 210, 220,000 RMB for the base model. These ones are actually going abroad already. They just had a recent launch for this in Europe. They're going to send it into Australia as well, other markets like that. And this one, obviously, it looks really nice. It's a very different design from the 009. It's called Hidden Energy, the design style. So it's kind of like a lot of kind of tense surfaces. These cars come with this thing called a Stargate on the front. This one doesn't have it, but you get the LED lights like we saw on the Lynk Co.
The ladies are very interested in the car models, and they are always interested with the intelligence system inside. They always look on the screen and see what we can get. Can we karaoke or something?
That's it, yeah. I mean, nearly all these cars, you can do karaoke inside them. But I think people in China are much more comfortable talking to their car than in Europe, for example. We don't like, we feel like we're talking to ourselves. But the truth is, it's actually a safer way, If you want to get anything turned on, you don't have to take your eyes off the road. You just summon the car, and they can tell you tourism information. You can be driving along and say, where's the nearest Mexican restaurant? And it will tell you where it is. If you're in an area like Xi'an, for example, a historical city, you can ask for tourism information. What's famous about Xi'an? Where do I go if I'm here for 3 days?
Yeah, that's where I live right now, right?
That's where I live right now, yeah. Obviously one of the most historical cities in China, so it's a good example for that. But yeah, so obviously there's a lot of stuff going on
here. It's like a help. The AI system, it's just like you have a robot inside your car, and he can do almost everything for you.
That's right, yeah. What I've heard is that children really like it.
Oh, children like it?
Kids will talk all day to the car. They can do their homework on the way to school and talk to the car, get their information.
Yeah, that's awesome.
In Neos, they've got this little Nomi character on the dashboard.
Oh yeah,
kids love talking to Nomi, for example. So it really becomes like.
But yeah, I mean, some of the systems inside the cars are still not perfect because it may make some mistakes. Because we just heard from some people say, "Oh, I asked him to give the navigation, but he just closed my window or something like that." So it's still progressing. It still needs some time to develop to like 100% perfect.
Yeah.
But right now, it's just like your phone. It's just like your Siri.
I mean, these systems are really good in China, so they've really gotten used to the different variations in Chinese language. They still need some learning, some maybe custom learning for foreigners trying to speak in English or different languages to really get the breadth of the dimensions, because there are many different accents in my country, for example. So if you don't speak perfectly standard, it might not quite get you. But that's really the next step now for the Chinese brands as they go abroad. They're going to go to markets where people are going to say, this needs to be better. The voice assistant. I understand it, but it needs to work all the time.
Yeah, that's
why they're going to start doing that.
That's why I see some Chinese domestic and foreign car makers are collaborating, because if they want to go to like European market, the Western car maker can help them to better integrate into those markets, and also the traditional car makers can learn like the intelligence system, like the platform. They can learn from these Chinese car makers. In the gasoline power era, this is impossible because all the Chinese cars are trying to learning from the West, like Volkswagen, like the Santana, the joint ventures. We give them market, they give them some techniques. But right now it's like vice, it's getting versa, because the Western brands are learning from Chinese brands.
Absolutely, And you see at this show, they've really come out swinging finally. It's taken them a while to fight the resistance of EVs because they've always valued the engineering of a petrol engine or a diesel engine. And this year, they've really the foreign brands have brought a lot of different electric cars. So they're finally looking like they're going to bring the fight, maybe, which is just going to increase the competition even further. Still the biggest car market in the world. They want to have a big slice of that.
Of course. Oh, I think we missed this one.
We missed Hongqi.
Yeah, Hongqi.
I mean, obviously, this is the national brand of China.
Yes.
They produce. They have the sunflower brand.
I wouldn't say that this is luxury. I would just say it's really official, high level.
I mean, I think they look cool, to be honest. They have
look at those cars.
These sunflower ones. They have kind of a classical design.
Yeah, we can just have a closer look from here.
Yeah, I think this one is the L5. This one's got.
The cars are wide, are big.
Very grand. You see royalty going around in one of these.
Look at these cars, Hongqi.
Very kind of Rolls-Royce vibes, very grand. Actually, a former Rolls-Royce designer does now lead design at Hongqi.
Oh, really?
That's why they kind of gone for the big grille on the front. So it's the grandness of a grille. I think in historical times, cars with a big grille always seemed quite grand. Mercedes had big grilles back in the day.
This is just like the name card of China's auto industry.
That's it, yeah. And these ones are the sunflower versions, so the logo is a bit different from the other Hongqis over there. So these are the really.
So what does this
really
mean? Does this just mean luxury branch of Hongqi?
Absolutely, yeah. So this is the really exclusive branch. You know, if you've got the money and you really want to be kind of proud and have a Chinese car that represents China really well, then you will go for one of these.
Hongqi right now, they also make some affordable EVs. You know,
they do. Yeah.
Sometimes I call the Didi, I call the taxi, and a Hongqi coming.
They do, yeah. I mean, they've actually launched a new EV at the show over there. They've started getting into Hongqi New Energy now, so they've expanded into electric cars too. And they've even got a flying car over there as well, which is I didn't expect. So yeah, I mean,
the eVTOL.
You can see everybody in the industry is kind of being pulled along with these new trends.
Yeah, everyone trying to get into, even though this is already a very competitive market, but everyone just want to get into the market.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they may not have an opportunity.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it is a cutthroat business. You know, you have to make good cars to succeed. You see a lot of changes and shifts in the Chinese car industries over the last few years. And these companies have all they have to provide really good quality vehicles at the right price.
Yeah, I think I just noticed that every car brand in this hall are Chinese brands.
Apart from Mazda down at the end and Lincoln here.
Okay.
So obviously Lincoln's an American brand.
Yeah.
They've actually benefited from being in China. So they have
but
like,
this is just two of them are foreign brands, and the rest of them are all like Chinese brands. And you don't really notice about it because it's just becoming a normal thing.
Yeah. I mean, here we have more than 60 brands.
Yeah, people use
almost 70, I think.
Yeah, Chinese people. We used to get obsessed with those foreign luxury brands like BMW, not Volkswagen, maybe Mercedes.
Yeah,
those kind of luxury brands. But right now, I mean, we just want to get the Chinese brand because I can play a game. I can talk to the robots. I can do everything. It's just like our home.
That's it.
So why not?
That's it. I think Chinese customers are savvy. They don't spend more on stuff than they need to. If they can get all these stuff that they want at the right price, they'll go for that. So the badge used to be a big thing, a very important thing in China.
Yeah.
It's not as important anymore. You're sure people will still associate themselves with some brand more than others.
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily about the badge now. It's about the technology inside the car. What can I do with it? Where can I take it? We have floating cars, flying cars.
So it doesn't matter with the brand value. It's more about the function value.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why you see those foreign car makers. They also lower their prices too to keep up in this market.
That's it.
I mean, this is always good for customers.
It is, yeah. I think everybody benefits when the prices start to go down. Yeah. As long as the quality stays high, and I think that it is because, as you said, all these cars going abroad, they have to get 5 stars on different international safety standards and things like that. So, yeah.
Right now we're coming to Li Auto.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say this is a special brand in China.
I would say so, yeah.
This is what is it called? The extended range?
These are extended range mostly, yeah. So extended range is like a hybrid, but the difference is the engine isn't connected to the wheels. So it's only a generator, and that charges the battery powers the motor. So it drives like an electric car, but it has the range of a petrol car. So it's win-win, basically.
Yeah, so that means it needs both power and the gas.
Yes.
But
you can just charge it with electricity and never use gas. Unless you go on a long journey, then you might want to use the gas.
Oh, so the gas is just like you don't have to worry about the distance.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you go to somewhere like Heilongjiang, for example, there are less charges.
Yeah.
So you might get
the northern part of China.
Northern part of China, which is colder.
Cold.
Yeah, you might not find as many charges there. So something like this, you can also fill up with fuel and carry on driving, yeah.
So this is a gas tank, or?
This should be the gas tank on this side, I think. From memory, this is the charger.
This is gas on the other side. You got me wrong.
Too many cars to remember.
Oh, I want to mention about this.
Yeah.
Because we always see there are two chargers.
Yes.
Inside the charge.
Yeah.
So one is fast charging, the other one is normal charging.
Correct. So this one is the fast charger, DC. So if you find the rapid chargers on highways or even in cities here in China, use those. This one is kind of more like 7 kilowatts or 11 kilowatts. You charge at home or in your car park, for example, under your apartment. So you can charge more slowly from your own electricity supply, charge it all night, and you'll be sorted.
So if I always use the fast charging, it's going to be hurtful for the battery?
It can cause some more degradation, but I think these days the technology is now getting so good that it doesn't really damage the battery so much. But yeah, a lot of people will try and do AC charging at home, also because it is cheaper to charge at home than it is to charge on the highway.
Okay,
It's not
so
expensive here in China, but
if-
in other countries it is.
Yeah, so if you are not hurry, you can just use this, the smaller one.
Yeah.
If you're hurry, like you need like just 50 or 80% of the battery to get you like go another 100 miles.
Yeah.
You just use the fast charging, but it's a little bit expensive, right?
That's it, yeah. But let's remember, cars stand still for about 90%, 95% of their life. So actually, using slow is fine because, you know, at night time you're not driving the car. You're in bed sleeping. Your car's also sleeping, so you can also recharge the car at night. So AC, I tend to use DC because I'm reviewing cars and I need to get the energy quicker. But AC is absolutely fine for most people.
And I think if you use the public charger for your car, the price is really depending on the timing that you charge your cars, right?
The timing and the location. Some cities much more expensive.
Location and timing, right? Because if you charge in a period where most people would choose to charge, the price is definitely up.
Sure, yeah.
It's higher.
Yeah.
And so if you just charge in a pretty relaxed time, it's going to be cheaper, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
yeah.
Okay.
So that's why people are starting to put chargers at offices now, for example, so you can charge in your parking space at work, which is a really smart way to kind of make sure that your employees can go towards electric, new energy vehicles so that they're much cleaner.
I think before the Li Auto only have one model called the One, right? Li Auto One.
Li One, yes.
Li One. Yeah. So for a long period of time, they only have only one car model, right?
Yeah.
And that is extended range.
Also extended range, yes.
And then after that, they got L6, S6, which
L7.
is the one behind us. L6, L7, L8.
Yep. And L9.
L9.
Yeah.
I can't tell the difference. Why they all look like the same?
Yeah, well, the Li Auto's principle is it's a bit like a phone, like an iPhone.
Yeah.
So every iPhone looks virtually the same.
Oh, this is L6, and let's see L7.
As L7, for example. L8 and L9 look almost exactly the same. It's because people still want the same car. They just want more or less features or more or less space. And actually, it works really well. These are one of the profitable new energy vehicle companies in China, and also one of the best ones. They're selling 30,000 plus cars every month. They're really doing very well because they've understood what people want. So actually, when you get into your car, every button you press gives the car some information.
Yeah.
And the car companies can learn, okay, this is what our customers use. And one really interesting fact about Li Auto is they found that their customers spend on average 47 minutes every day just in the car, not charging, not in traffic, not driving, just in the car.
What they do?
They're playing with the system or they're playing with the phone. They're relaxed.
Just relax themselves.
Yeah, so these are super comfy, and they like the Li Autos, the Lynk Co's, and the Zeekrs. They've got lots of screens inside, more gesture control. You can listen to great music in there, lots of speakers. So they're really kind of an extension of home.
Really makes the car more like a big toy.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, like your company companion with you.
Yeah. What I like about these is this.
I think the light,
unbroken line all around the front.
About the light.
Yeah.
Because this is very symbolic of Li Auto right now. Ever since you look at these, you catch these kind of light, you know, oh, this is Li Auto.
Yeah, you know exactly. It's behind you when you see it in the mirrors. Yeah, that's kind of their distinctive feature. The other interesting thing, you see the orange lights on the side. They turn blue. They turn kind of a turquoise color when the car is in autonomous driving mode. And Li Auto was the first brand to do that. So these lights change to a turquoise color to let people know it's in autonomous mode, which lets other road users know that it will behave differently from a human. It will be more, it should follow the rules. It will be more comfortable in the way that it accelerates. It won't drive like a maniac, for example. It'll drive much more as you would expect.
So you're just telling people, oh, hey, I'm in autonomous driving. You better, keep a distance with me, or it's all 100% safe. What is your opinion on that? Why do they have to tell other people that I'm in autonomous driving?
I think it's a useful thing because humans drive differently from autonomous driving cars. I mean, they're not perfect systems yet, but they will generally follow the rules. They'll accelerate more gently.
Exactly.
They'll be more comfortable. They won't push into gaps.
They won't be very flexible. I would say.
Yeah. So they'll drive in a much more relaxed way, and if other drivers are in a rush, they'll know, okay, it's not the car doing the work, it's not the driver doing the work, it's the car.
It's the system, yeah. So where can we have a try inside?
Yeah, so we're going to check out this Mega here.
Oh, this is Mega.
Yeah.
Is it still in production, this car model?
Mega is still in production, yeah, absolutely.
Because I think it has been postponed for a period of time, right?
Okay, maybe because they're changing it. So basically, they've launched a new version at this show called Mega Home. So just like in the Lynk Co.
Yeah, because once the car was out at first, it didn't get really good opinions from the public,
Yeah.
right? And then I think they stopped for a period of time, and right now they refreshed it.
Yeah, so they've refreshed it now. I mean, the problem was with the appearance, not necessarily the car. The car itself is fantastic.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful car. It's got some of the fastest charging battery technology in the world.
I mean, some people like it. They really like it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's divisive, yeah.
Yeah, it's very
we would call it Marmite design. You love it or you hate it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is the one that we were...
Well, it's a bold strategy to have a car like this.
Exactly, yeah. Let me just check if this one's available around here. So we got some people in there. Yeah. No, we can take a look at this one. This one, as I said, it's called the Home, the Mega Home. So they've made those rotating
just get
seats
into
as well.
one of the L7.
Let's check on the L ones. Yeah, check the L7. I think we can actually demonstrate the gesture control in this one. So
Yeah.
you climb in that side.
I think I would just let our cameraman inside so he can have a better look. I think I'll just have our cameraman inside so he can have a better look of the screen of all the systems.
Okay. So if I hold my hand here, you see the mouse on the screen here? See this line, this dot on the screen? That's my hand doing that. And I can grab and I can slide. So if I move down to, if I move up to there.
Oh, I see. The point is your hand, is your gesture, right?
Yeah.
So right now, you're using your hand as a mouse.
I'm using my hand as a mouse, yeah. So you see, I can turn I can move the volume up and down.
Oh, wow.
And I can move the video forwards and backwards as well, side to side. And if I come out of the movie like this, so you can kind of flip your hand back up to go back to a menu, and I can just drag the screen like this with the gesture control. How cool is that? That's really nice.
Yeah.
So you can go into the movie, and you want to come out, you just flip backwards, and it comes back out the movie.
Oh, people would just spend hours inside their cars.
Absolutely. It's really fun. And of course, you see all the apps at the bottom here. You've got the internet, you've got
apps.
music, you've got TV.
These are just like the apps on your phone.
Yeah. This is basically like, Chinese YouTube, Chinese Twitter, Chinese, all those apps. So people can do all the things that they would do on their phone, but inside the back of the car.
I think I would just try to catch the wheel, right? Because it's empty right now.
Yeah.
All right, I'm on the driver's seat.
You can tell me how comfortable it is. Does it feel comfortable?
Whoa. Yes. I mean the space.
They have really soft seats in here.
Yes, it's really a big space.
Yeah.
Oh wow, look at this. So
Notice this one, your side doesn't have a screen behind the wheel. It has a head-up display.
It has a screen right here.
A screen on there.
On the wheel.
And you can change on the screen whether you use electric or petrol or both.
Do you still have enough space on your side?
I have loads of space, yeah.
Yeah, because right now I may need to move a little bit forward of my chair because my leg is not long enough.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. I mean, I can lie back. Probably about 20, 30 degrees here.
Yeah, that means how big.
Two hands worth of knee room in front of me.
So you can see how big is the space inside this car.
That's it, yeah. And you get a fridge also in the back of this one too. So again, another fridge, another heater as well. This is really becoming a standard feature in a lot of Chinese cars
really
now.
a standard function of the car.
Yeah.
And now you can charge your phone with all the wire right here.
You got two wireless chargers, the two in front of the hole there.
Oh, right here.
Yeah. You get scents in here as well, so you can make the car smell nice.
You hear this? It just said your phone is charging right now.
There you go.
Yeah.
So she's recognized it.
Yeah. My phone is just in charge right now.
There you go.
Oh wow.
So wireless chargers, very convenient. They're usually about 50 watts. So
what is this about? What is this about? That's Bluetooth.
You can put your key in there, yeah. So you don't have to. You can also get into the car with an app as well on your phone. But that's where you can put the key in the car knows the keys.
Yeah, if your phone is out of battery, then you need your key.
That's it, yeah. But no, yeah, these come with like heated ventilation, massage
two cup holders right here.
Yeah. This one really feels like a car made for America, actually, because the cup holders are so big. Look at the size of these. They're like the big American cup holders.
Yeah, the cup holder is big enough.
Yeah.
Well, I just put the seatbelt on.
Gotta be safe. But yeah, lots of like luxury materials. Everything's kind of leather, all down to the bottom. These ones are really nice, actually. I do like the Leo.
And this is already a split screen. So this screen is for the passenger.
That's right, yeah.
The passenger seat. And this is for navigation, for the basic information of the car.
Yeah, so you can talk to the car, say, 理想同学, and then you can talk to her and ask anything.
It can even recognize your voice with a little bit accent Chinese.
And she's really good, actually. You can do like 10 different things at the same time.
In April is nice and warm.
Oh, there you go. It's telling you about Shanghai.
So we mentioned about Shanghai.
And she speaks in English too.
Yeah, she speaks English. She also catch English.
Or are you planning to have a bowl of dumplings?
There you go.
You see that Mind GPT is generating.
Yeah. This one can do AI-generated images too, so it can paint pictures for you. You say, paint me a picture of blah, 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 and it will make it for you.
And the car is making a picture for you. You don't have to use your phone or computer.
Yeah, that's really fun for kids. You know, they like to do cool things like that.
And I don't know if our camera can catch this.
You have to come up to your side, I think.
I don't know what it is called, but I can see that through the window.
So that's a head-up display, like you would get in a fighter jet. So
maybe you can't see them very clearly, but it's a bit small. But you just can see that the navigation, the roads. I think you can see that right now.
Yeah, it will give you blind spot assist too. So when you indicate, you'll get a picture from the camera under your mirror, so that you can be safer when you're changing lanes.
Oh, really?
It's really cool.
Maybe right here.
That's kind of, yeah. So it shows you in the head-up display when you're driving. So not when you're still, but it will show you in the head-up display.
Okay.
Because your mirror obviously.
So right now I can see that through the window, through the shield right now.
Yep.
But sorry, I don't need you right now. But what if it's in the dark? It's in the tunnel. It's just in the evening. Can I still see that?
It still works, yeah. It's even better at nighttime, actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because it basically projects an image from that kind of box on the dashboard there onto the glass.
Right here.
Yeah. Okay. And it gives you the impression that it's further away and out into the road. But yeah, again,
really
car's coming with that too.
It's really nice because if you just want to look at the map, if you look at here, it's probably gonna make you some problems because you don't always look on the road. But right now, if you have a map just in front of you, you can just always look in the front, and you also get your information right there.
Exactly, yeah. So it helps you keep your eyes on the road. It's a safer way of doing things.
Yeah. The auto. It's pretty cool. Be careful of your hand. There's a spring right here.
Cool. She's still talking.
Yeah, it is still talking.
But yeah, as I said, these are one of the nicest brands. They're the more expensive brand, more premium.
You don't know.
L7 about 200 and
just 200. I think
300
more than
something.
300.
Yeah, L6 starts at high end 200, I think, and this one starts about 300 something.
Yeah, and as you can see, a lot of toys on the back of this booth. That means we can just get the idea of Li Auto is just making the cars for family.
Yeah, that's very much their ethos. Is all about family
with children.
Yeah,
and that's why they make a lot of functions like painting, like those kind of things for kids.
Yeah, and that's it. I think. Here in China, kids are really valued. You know, they get a lot of preferential treatment. They get the back seats, lot of space. So in these cars, they really get looked after very well for that reason.
Can we still get inside of one of those Mega? Do we have still
we can try and see if there's one available on the other side over there.
Well, the auto show.
Oh, we can use this one here. Hey man, you're right. Yeah, we can get on this one here.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, cool.
We get to go on the big stage.
You can try this center one.
Yeah. So there you go. So you can climb in that side. I'll climb in the other side.
Look at this. Oh, it's not only the seat going backward, you even got a table right here.
And you can plug this into the rails on the floor.
Are you serious? See? This is amazing. You got a table.
So this is really nice and comfy in here.
Look at this.
You can have a good dinner with your family.
Yeah. I would just sit in the opposite side of you.
There you go. You get a plug,
here we go.
You get a plug down there, so you can even power a hot pot. Pot on here and have some hot pot in the car. Not sure you'd want to get the sauce on the white seats, but but there you go. See, and we've got actually a good amount of footroom there between the two of us.
Yeah,
you feel like you're in a bullet train, right? Yeah. It looks like a bullet train on the outside.
It looks like we're just getting, far away from each other. Yeah. I can't really hear you. This is really big.
Yeah. No, they're lovely inside.
I'm just trying to get my cameraman inside.
Yeah,
and
come in.
It's a little bit hard for him
to get
inside because he's got a stabilizer and camera and all those things.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe we'll try to.
And again, you can also do gesture control from your seat, by the way.
For gesture control.
Even from the back. So if you do this with your hand, hold it up. Just hold it like this for now.
Yeah.
And then eventually the dot should come on the screen. Oh, actually, this one doesn't have the gesture control sensor. Maybe not this one.
Oh, no.
No, the other one does.
Because you review too many cars, right?
I review too many. I see a lot of them. But yeah, I mean, super fast, super bright. They have kind of Dolby Atmos, so you get really good sound quality too.
I mean, if it doesn't have the camera or sensor to get the gesture control, I think they should have this in their next upgrade or something.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Really useful if I'm just sitting in here, and I mean, the screen is really far away from me. I can't just go grab the screen and try to swipe
you can talk to it though.
Screen.
You could talk to the screen and press things.
Yeah, but if it's just makes the gesture control, it's really it's really nice for me.
You know what I like though? With this screen, you can actually play Mario Kart for 4 people. So you can
play Mario Kart.
You can plug in here, and it'll go into 4 corners, and you all get your own
inside
corner.
your car.
Inside the car on your Nintendo Switch.
Oh wow!
So that's really funky. Yeah.
Even your car is moving.
Even the car's moving, yeah. It doesn't distract the driver, apart from hearing banana noises and things like that.
The driver is one of the players inside the game.
Exactly. Yeah, I guess they can't play. But yeah, that's very lovely in here, I have to say.
I see the pillow.
And you get wireless chargers too in your seats.
Sorry about the technical problem. We just lost our signal, but it's really getting to the end of our live stream. We tried so many cars. We saw so many fancy cars.
Yeah.
And it's nice to end with Li Auto because this is like an extended range. This is different from those other EVs. And remember yesterday that you told me, because China has the green plate for new energy vehicles, blue plate for gasoline power.
Yep.
So the green plate can get some benefits.
Yes.
For example, China, a lot of cities in China have so many cars, so they make some based on the numbers, based on the last number of your car plate. They just make you postpone for 1 or 2 days in a week, one day in a week. So on that day you cannot drive on the road. But if you got the green plate, these new energy vehicles totally have no problem. So what about Li Auto? Because they are extended range. They're different from EVs.
Yeah, so they're classed as NEVs in all cities apart from Shanghai.
Yeah.
So in Shanghai, it's only fully electric cars get the green plate because Shanghai was one of the first cities to kind of really adopt EVs. And then, we want to, I think, slowly move away from, because extended range, they can still burn fuel in a city, so like a petrol car can.
Yeah.
So I think they want to move to more pure electric cars. So that policy might start to move across
to move
China.
to other areas of China.
Everything tends to start in Shanghai and then slides to other cities too. But so far, I believe just Shanghai.
So that means China wants to push the pure EV to fully electric vehicles, right?
Of course, yeah. They want to make sure that they reduce traffic pollution as much as entirely possible, especially in urban areas.
Yeah, but I heard that's another pollution problem, that the battery is 10 years or 12 years, 15 years, you cannot use anymore. So how are you going to deal with those batteries? Another problem. So I think CATL, I think the boss of them say, we know how to recycle we know how to deal with the batteries. The only thing is we can't get them back. I think that's why they cooperated with NIO, because they have the battery swap station. If all the batteries are just rented, so that means the customer, the drivers, the car buyers, they do not own their own batteries. So that makes the batteries, more easier to get back into CATL's factory.
Sure, that's it. I mean, at some point they'll become a network to get batteries from old cars. But I mean, CATL just launched a battery yesterday, or 2 days ago, that will last for, if you charge it every single day, it will last for 27 years. So, and they launched a sodium battery, which has less lithium.
If you charge every single day.
If you charged every single day.
Okay.
So they call it more than 10,000 cycles. So if you charge once every day and ran your entire battery down, that doesn't really happen in reality. But if you did, 27 years.
Yeah, the CATL, they have their own battery swap stations right now. They call chocolate battery. Chocolate battery swap. It's a really lovely name.
Yeah, it's nice, the idea of a chocolate bar. Because you can put, they had an idea to have different sizes. So if you wanted to do short journeys, you put a small bit of battery in. If you want to do long journey, you can add 2 more.
To make like combos.
Yeah.
It's really nice. Whether they can be successful or not, we don't know. But you see that the heartbeat of Chinese auto market is changing every day. A lot of new functions, new systems that you cannot imagine. Just maybe last year you cannot imagine this, but this year is pretty normal. Like the intelligent system, like the autonomous driving, L2++, L3. It's changing every year, every minute. Thank you so much, Mark Rainford from China Inside Auto, Inside China Auto. Sorry. I'll follow him on the YouTube. So
yes, please do.
And if you have the opportunity, just come to the Shanghai Auto Show and check out those cars by yourself.
Yeah.
I think you would definitely not regret about it.
Yeah.
I
And
think,
get comfiest shoes.
yeah.
It's a big show.
Yeah. And thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you next time.
Cool. Thank you. Bye-bye.